The other two, New Order, Joy Division, Macclesfield hero, Stephen Morris, please. Good to see you. And, well, first of all, congratulations for being the figurehead of this fantastic festival.
I think that seems like something you put on a boat, don't it?
Well,
figurehead.
Yeah, I thought, you know, I did think about it.
Yeah.
I did think about how to put it.
I seem to have done very little, but it's taken a long time.
Yeah,
it's like a lot of things in life. You get nowhere, but spend a long time doing it.
I think it's been a great couple of days.
Thank you.
And so well done for that. And yeah, I mean, I was just interested when I was reading about the gigs in Macclesfield thing that you sort of like saying, you know, there hasn't been any place for you to play in all the time that you've been here. Can you tell everyone about that?
I'll sound bitter if I do that, but I will anyway. Yes, when we started off back in the day in Macclesfield, we were in a band called Joy Division. You might have heard of them. And there wasn't anywhere to play. There was a guy called Cole Lewis, I don't know if you remember, he was doing gigs at the Morton Hall and the Traveller's Rest. And me and Ian, I remember, we went up there and said, can you play the Traveller's Rest, Colin? And they said, come back when you get better. And that was it. And then, surprise, they did one new wave night at Crumbles. Does anybody remember Crumbles?
Yes!
So one new wave night, and I think that was it. It was a band called Emergency. They put them on. And then we did, can we play here? Come back when you get a bit better.
And then
we never did. We never got any better.
Well, I saw you in Macclesfield at the Leisure Centre in New York.
Yeah, we play the Leisure Centre when we were going through our phase of playing
Leisure Centres.
Gymnasiums. It's after colleges, isn't it? Your colleges, university.
Seaside towns.
Seaside towns, and then gymnasiums.
Yeah. There's one in Islington as well.
Yeah, we did the Michael Sobel Centre. That was a larger gymnasium. We never availed ourselves of the facilities, oddly enough. We were in the little room at the back,
right.
Exercising.
So not sporty.
No, not then. No, of course we are.
So how does it feel to be back today then?
But it's great. Yeah, it's been fantastic. Barnaby Festival. So everybody having a good time.
Yeah.
Good. Yes. No, it's been good. Thank you for the weather.
Yes.
Which has played a very large part, so cheers to whoever sorted the weather out. That was a good job.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, well...
You did alright the other day.
Did alright the other day. It was interviewed kind of a little bit like this. So
yeah.
I think mine's a bit more casual, my asking me questions.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't really have that many questions, really. But I mean...
You've not got any questions?
No.
Well, I've got a question for you.
Oh, for
Tim?
Right,
yes.
Okay.
You never mentioned Factory 4, did you?
Yesterday I didn't.
You never mentioned it.
That would be a good place to start.
Yeah. Mentioning Factory 4.
Mentioning Factory 4.
Because that's sort of like...
Well, yeah.
We kept bumping into each other at Factory 4 gigs.
Yes, that's true. Definitely is true. And that's... I like the idea of starting in the present, anyway.
Yeah, let's do that.
And it's, yeah, you know, working with other people, really. And how did you get to work with Factory Floor, who are, you know, without doubt, you know, one of the better, well, the best band, really, probably.
The best?
Yeah,
no, better.
Today, you know,
yeah.
You know, and, you know, I mean, I really like the remixes that they did, but, you know, Real Love, I think, is one of the finer moments.
The finest.
And you produced
so
that.
far.
You produced that.
I wouldn't call myself a producer, no. No, what happened was, because where I can't actually give me an address out, but the postman knows where it is. So if you put on Stephen, New Order, and put it in the post box, it ends up at my house. And that's what happened.
That's the story.
Just got a CD through Stephen, new order. And it was a Sunday afternoon, much like this one. It was very like this one. I put it on in the little shambles of an office, and Gillian was sat there and was, this is good.
Yeah.
Oh, you got, yeah, do this. This is brilliant. And yeah, that was it.
So then, what happened? Did they come? Did you go to a studio, or did they come to you? Or?
They came to Macclesfield because it's always a good job to do. You should do it at least once in a while. And then.
And that's a great.
And it snowballed from there.
Fantastic. And then I saw you at the Deaf Institute and seen you at a few other of the shows, and the most recent one.
Yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. If you ever get a chance, go and see them live because they're incredible.
So,
okay, we've got away with it now. Nick's squirming. I think we can move on.
So, how did it all begin?
How did it all begin getting in a band? Right, I was at school, and like you do when you're at school and you're a lad, it's like, let's get a band together. Yeah. And what happens is everybody wants to be the guitarist. That's the first thing. Nobody wants to be the singer, apart from one person who really wants to be the singer, but doesn't own up to it. It's like, all right, and if nobody else wants to do it, and I couldn't play guitar to save my life. I still can't figure out the logic of having 6 strings. But it doesn't make sense, does it? It mystifies me to this day why they do that. But anyway, it's a tradition. I couldn't master it. I didn't want to be the singer, so I'll play the drums then. And so I started hitting pots and pans, and then we practiced and I got some drums, and then the police were called. And that was the end of that, basically. They were called the Sunshine Valley Dance Band. Right. And so
you got to use that name.
That was it. That was what they were going to be. They were supposed to be avant-garde. Right. Yeah. We thought, what if we call ourselves the Sunshine Valley Dance Band? People will come and think it's a gig like this, and we'll play shocking music. Yeah. Which we did quite easily. Yeah, we couldn't play anything other than shocking music, but we never got the chance to play them out, and I never got to. But the drums stuck because to get the drum kit. It's a noisy thing. If any of your children wants to play the drums, insist that they have proper lessons because that usually puts them off.
Did you have any major inspiration of how you played the drums, or was it just a natural thing?
Well, I saw Keith Moon. Right. And I thought, he looks like he's having fun.
Yes, he did.
He seems to have cracked the lifestyle bit of playing the drums, but I couldn't play anything like him. But I thought, well, he's doing all right. I'll try and I thought, what I'll do, I can't play like him, so I'll just get a massive drum kit, and people will think I am him. Yeah. But that didn't work.
That's interesting. Interesting that you choose Keith Moon as the...
Well, yeah, the drummers, go on, famous drummers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Famous drummers?
Stephen Morris!
Bevan? Cozy Powell?
Yeah.
John Bonham?
Stephen Morris!
Heisman, Ringo! The very last one. Ringo. Somebody said, no one said Ringo. Ginger Baker. Who played drums with the Kinks? Exactly. My hero. The guy who played drums with the Kinks, who no one remembers.
I can't remember.
He was good. Yeah. He probably still is. No.
No, bass player, wasn't he?
That was okay.
All right. Well, good point. Well,
it's just one of the things that drummers are sort of like. They're like Cozy Powell. Like he was very flash. He did Dance with the Devil, which was ripped off the Third Stone from the Sun, but we won't go into that. John Bonham was fantastic. I'd be John Bonham if I could, but I can't play like John Bonham.
No.
Who else was there? Bevan, the move, he was good. Yeah. Sweep. Look.
That's alright.
We're coming to sweep in a minute after Sutty. You've spoilt it now. That was my other story. That actually, no, I have to rewind a bit further in time, because what happened is my mum took me to see Sutty.
Yeah.
What? She did! She took me to see Sutty and Sweep at a 10, a dismal 10. It was the precursor to Buxton Festival. I suspect the people who later organised Buxton Festival started with Sutty and worked their way up. It was chucking it down with rain. Sutty and Sweep, that bit. Fantastic. Yeah. They didn't do much merchandising, but what they did do made a noise. The Sutty xylophone. So, Mum, Sutty's got the Sutty xylophone. Yeah. Right, broke that. Yeah, it lasted about 5 minutes. And then dad. Sutty drum kit. Yeah. For Christmas. And it's brilliant. You can still get it on the eBay for about £5 million. Tiny little thing. Bang, 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 bang. On Boxing Day, that's what you do. Bang, bang, bang. And I did that. I said, Dad, look at me. Bang, 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 bang. And all I can remember is my dad saying, and this is the first time I heard that expression, this expression, and it shocked me. It really cut me to the quick. He said, that Harry Corbett, he wants shooting. And I just dropped me broken wooden spoons and said, why? What's he done, Dad? Was he in trouble? And he said, give us them sticks. Your mum wants you in the kitchen. And I never saw the drum kit after that. I don't know what happened to it. But that was Sutty and Sweet. That was really how I got into playing drums. I like the violence and the fact that you enraged your parents.
So Sutty, Keith Moon.
Yeah, then later on, it kind of, in my mind, it all gelled.
Later on Sweet, is that right? No? Is that no?
Sweet's a black sheep. He's a very, very naughty dog. He's got big fat ears, but don't trust him. He got Sutty some crap. Never took the blame.
Is it still on? I think it is.
It should be.
Yeah.
There's a few moral lessons to be learned from a bear and a dog that get on as well as Sutty. Sue, when Sue came on, she was like Yoko Ono.
So she came after the peak.
She spoiled it. Yeah, they were getting on great. And then Sue turned up. And then they grew legs. And then that's enough. Puppets will pop up again in a bit. Sorry, Tim.
That's the past then.
That's hopefully,
We've covered the present.
Yeah.
So how about the bits in the middle?
What happened in the middle? Joy Division got a gig in. We met Tony Wilson. Who was fantastic. He was just a bloke on the telly. We used to go to Tony Wilson. You think puts all these bands on the telly. He never puts us on the telly, does he? Yeah. And we rang him out and kept giving him records. And he played the record, I think, once, that first EP that we did. And then we did the Stiff Chiswick competition, and Ian you were haranguing, Gillian harangued him as well through slang at Tony. You're wonderful, Tony, you never put him on the telly. And then he did. Yeah. And I'd like to, then he started Factory Records. Yeah. And Factory Sampler. And it's just, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because Tony was like, he let us get away with murder, let us do sorts of things. But what Tommy was good at was putting people together. Like he puts together with Mark and Hannah, who was a fantastic producer.